Hi wrestling fans, this is Mad Matt Carter. Thank you for joining us here on YouTube. Remember, it's very important that you like, subscribe, and ring the bell if you like these videos. It really helps out the channel, and we appreciate your support. Thanks a lot.
All right, coming September 21st to the Boxing Center right here in Martinsville, me, Rick Diesel, will take on Don Carson in the match that everybody has been waiting on. We're going to settle the score, Don Carson. Be there, baby, if you can stand the pain.
First of all, fans, I have not robbed any banks. And Breckenridge, you and your group, you in trouble when me and Johnny gets to town. Take 3, Rick.
All right, coming September 21st right here to Martinsville, Virginia at the Boxing Center. Oh, you don't want to miss this one. Big 6-man tag team match. Major Breckenridge, Major Havoc, and the Drill Sergeant Butch Steele. Oh, they're going to be in the ring against Johnny Reb, the good old boy Leroy McCoy, and a mystery partner that they will not even tell me about. So that's going to be a real mystery. You want to find out who it is? You want to find out who walks away with a victory in this one? Be there. With the good old boy and Major Breckenridge, it's all coming to a head on the 21st at the Boxing Center. Come on, fellas, give me a break here. 6-man tag match.
Let me at him.
Come on, fellas. Just get him. Listen, fellas, y'all need to try.
You're mine.
Just go on, man. Stay back. Y'all settled on the 21st at the Boxing Center, okay? The fans will be there. You don't want to do it like this with nobody watching. All right? If you want to take him out, you want to do it in front of a crowd, right? Be there, fans. You don't want to miss this. For the fans. That's what it's going to be called. 1 week from today at the Boxing Center. Right up here in Martinsville. For the fans, because we're giving them what they want to see. Rick Diesel versus Don Carson. Good old boy Johnny Reb. And a mystery partner versus the militia. Major Havoc, Major Breckenridge, and Drill Sergeant Butch Steele. That's just 2 of the great matches that's going to be there that night. Not to mention the fact that all day long, right here at Cable 6, we're going to have wrestlers in and out all day. Come down, see them, hang out with them, talk to them, get to know them, sign some autographs, take some pictures with them, whatever. The big For the Fans convention, I like to call it, or come on down and hang out. Go have NASCAR stuff down here too for all you race fans. All right, so y'all come on down. All day long, starting at what time? 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock next Saturday morning. Come down and hang out with us all day at Cable 6. Might even, you never know, get enough of you down here, big crowd out in the parking lot, might even do the talk show outside. Wouldn't that be neat? I like that idea. So, For the Fans, start at 10 o'clock next Saturday morning, then at 8 o'clock next Saturday night. For the Fans, the match. Okay? Big card, King Cobra, Chris Wyndham, lightweight title, the held up lightweight title on the line to determine a new champion that night. Brian Danzig, Jackie Anderson in a Warzone Ironman tournament match. The big 6-man match, me and Don Carson. Sebastian Kane is off of suspension. The 30 days is up. Will he be there? I don't care. We'll find out 1 week from tonight, right here with AIWF. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, Rick.
What's happening?
I guess you haven't heard. Somebody's trying to do something like you.
What's that?
WWF is trying to have a talk show like you, I heard.
Oh, well, you know what? You know, this is what I think. I think that everybody would want to be like us, okay?
Or,
why wouldn't they want to be like us? Because this is a successful talk show, all right? maybe that was why they was sending me the letters and the phone calls saying, hey, come up here. Maybe they wanted me to host their talk show. Okay? But I ain't interested. So if they think they can pull it off as well as we do.
You know who's going to?
What's that?
Todd and Sonny.
Well. But the thing about it is, if they think that they can do it as well as we do, they may be able to do it on a bigger scale, but I guarantee you it won't be as cool as this one, because you won't be able, you ain't going to have that many people that
care about that.
Yeah. Plus the fact, you're not going to be able to call in on it. You know?
That's true.
And even if they try to work it out where you can, what's your chances of getting through with people calling from all over the country? Okay? So, let them try to pull it off. We pulled it off. Maybe they've been watching us. They want to be like us. Let them give it a shot.
What's this about? We can only talk about AIWF on here.
Well, so that's one of the things, like I mentioned before, we're trying to get they come down from the head office, you know, they're raining all this stuff down on us. I don't know what the deal is with the people in the head office of the AIWF. They have been dropping so many rules. I mean, you know, so many memos and stuff coming down from the head office here lately. I don't know what's going on up there. It's like they're just getting weird up there for some reason. It's just happened all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on. But we've got people checking into it. I mean, you know, Charles you know how he's a reporter he is, so he's checking into it. He's getting in touch with his contacts that he's made or whatever, and I've got some of my contacts and telling them if they find out anything to let me know or Charles know or something. But something's going on in AIWF offices. They're trying to, they don't want us to promote as much other organizations as they do the AIWF now, because they're more or less saying, well, you know, it's like people are not caring about the AIWF. They just want to talk about WCW and WWF, which, I mean, it's okay for a little bit, you know, just a little bit. But, you know, well, it's like they called me in the offices Tuesday, and they sat me down and they told me, they said, listen, you know, the talk show's the backbone of the AIWF broadcast. It's what everybody watches to keep up with what's going on with the AIWF. And they said, but the thing about it is, we are the AIWF. We're not WCW. We're not WWF. And they looked at me and they said, if that's all you want to think about is WCW and WWF, then get off your butt and go work for them. I mean, you know, they just laid it on the line to me. And I told them, I said, well, you know, the fans, they like to talk some about it. I mean, I said, give them a little bit. And they said, well, we just want it to be a predominantly AIWF show because that's what we are, the AIWF. We're not WCW. We're not WWF. We know that they're the mainstream. We know that they're the ones that everybody watches the most and everybody keeps up with the most. But, you know, Hulk Hogan don't work for the AIWF. Ric Flair don't work for the AIWF. Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Undertaker, none of them works for the AIWF. So, you know, we're letting all these guys be predominant over the guys that work for the AIWF. People are sitting and talking about guys they'll never see come to Martinsville, and they'd rather talk about them than the guys they see in Martinsville every month. So, I mean, you know, that's what they was telling me, so that's what all that's about.
It says that you're still talking to WCW. Are you thinking about going?
I'll listen to what they got to say. I've done blowed off WWF. I have no more use for them, okay? I'll listen to what WCW has got to say. I'll tell you, a lot of it will depend on tomorrow night at Fall Brawl.
Well, I got a question. If you did go, who would be the first guy you go after?
If I go to the WWF, the first person I'll go after is probably Alex Wright. I hate that little punk. So, but anyway.
Can I ask you a WCW question?
All right, I'll give you just one.
All right. The people in my class say these are not brothers. Is Sting and Marcus Bagwell brothers?
No, not that I know of.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye.
Hello, you're on the air.
Diesel.
Yeah.
What other match you going to have at the Boxing Center?
Okay, we've got, as far as matches that's been signed that I know of, is Brian Danzig and Jackie Anderson, like I said. Me and Don Carson and his manager is going to be handcuffed at ringside. The good old boy, Johnny Reb, and a mystery partner against Major Havoc, Major Breckenridge, and Drill Sergeant Butch Steele. All right. Also, Jumpin' Jimmy's supposed to be there. Robert Roma's supposed to be there. Rumor has it Sebastian Kane may come back at the boxing center. We don't know for sure who he'll wrestle or if he'll wrestle. I don't know. I do know I've heard names that's going to be there, but the matches that I've heard that's signed is the ones that I've said. They're still going to sign some more this coming week, though.
What kind of match you and Don Carson have?
Me and Don Carson's going to have what I like to call a standard match for me. You know what I'm saying? Pinfalls count anywhere, anything goes, no disqualification. If you can take it, dish it out. You know what I'm saying?
I got a two-part question.
All right.
Did you catch Nitro, and what's your prediction on Fall Brawl?
Yes, I caught Nitro, and my position on Fall Brawl all depends on what the people from WCW talk to me about while I'm down there. More or less, you know what I'm saying? I'm going. I mean, if I want to watch the show that bad, I could stay at home and watch it on pay-per-view and get a whole lot better angle than I could sitting in the nosebleed seats or whatever, you know. A lot of the reason I'm going to Fall Brawl is I want to hear what they've got to say to me, and this is like the final shot I'm giving them. If they tell me something to keep my interest up, I'll keep listening. If they don't, I'll turn them off just like I did WWF.
Think Sting could turn on the NWF?
I don't know, man. I have a hard time believing that was really him to begin with. You know what I'm saying? So, time will tell.
All right, catch you later.
Hello, you're on the air.
How's it going, Rick?
What's happening, man?
Not much. Where's your fat buddy at today? Good old boy.
He's standing out here talking to me a little while ago. He said he had some stuff he had to go do.
Oh, y'all seem like y'all tag around a lot.
Who, me and the good old boy?
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what. I have to give him credit. He will actually come on the talk show, okay?
Yeah.
And hang out with me and talk to the people. Now, people like Don Carson, he comes up here, all he wants to do is run his mouth about himself. All right, Major Breckenridge made an effort to come up here. A lot of the wrestlers in AIWF, I don't know what their problem is. They're like, well, I mean, you know, man, I don't want to ride all the way up there. Why? This is it, man. The talk show is the mainstream of the AIWF. I mean, I've actually heard, get this now, I heard that there was wrestlers that had been calling the AIWF offices wanting to know why Rick Diesel was the one that was more in the spotlight than everybody else. Because Rick Diesel's the one that's got the guts to come up here every Saturday morning and talk to you people and hang out with you.
Pretty good at it, too.
Yeah, exactly, man. If they ain't got the cojones to get up off their fat, lazy butts and get up out from beside that ugly, toothless wife that they all married and come up here on Saturday mornings and hang out with you people like I do, then let them stay there. Let them be nobodies. Let them not get noticed. I'll take all the spotlight. I don't care. There's plenty to go around. I can suck it all in. It don't bother me a bit.
Yeah, well, who you think's going to win between the militia and good old boy and Johnny Red?
I tell you what, that'll all come down to whoever the mystery partner is. I don't know. I mean, even all the way up until a while ago, man, when the good old boy come by, he come by just hang out and kick back and talk a little bit before the show started. Then he had to leave. It all depends on who that mystery partner is. I mean, if it's somebody that they think is tough that the militia has no problem with, then the militia's going to have a whole lot better chance because then it'll come down to a 3-on-2. But if they find somebody, if they can bring in a guy who knows the militia, who's been there, who's got the experience and is tough enough to take on these, I mean, you got to take into consideration these militia guys. Major Breckenridge is 250 pounds, and he's the small one. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
He's the little guy.
Well, I think the partner's going to be either, what's his name, Cobra Dude, what's the dude's name?
Well, I'm going to tell you now, if they bring in Cobra, then the militia's going to rip them apart.
Yeah, it's either going to be him or Sebastian Kane. That's who I think it's going to be. But I think if you go to the WCW, though, I think you ought to go after that new guy, Glacier. That is the biggest joke I've seen in my life. I seen him wrestle the other day.
Yeah, did they not play that up to the limit? And the best thing about him is his light show.
Yep, I know. He can't. I mean, he ain't no wrestler. I mean, I watched him, and
he wasn't no wrestler when him and
oh, did you hear that? In the limo, that there was somebody else other than that imitation Sting. That really wasn't Sting, I don't think, because his neck was awful short, and Sting's got a pretty long neck.
Everything will be interesting tomorrow night.
Yeah, and
I'm gonna try to watch as much as I can of it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because I am kind of interested. I'm going to try to watch as much as I can of it between meetings and me running back and forth and talking to officials down there. So
you didn't watch WCW this morning, did you?
No, I didn't get to watch that.
They showed the audio between DiBiase and when Sting was in the car.
Yeah.
There was someone else in the car with Sting. So
I'm going to try to watch as much as I can of it. And this morning I was on my way up here.
Are you going to be in the at Fall Ball? Are you going to be in the with the fans, or are you going to be backstage?
I'm going to be kind of back and forth between the two, man.
Oh, are you? Well, I wish you luck, Rick.
All right, man, thanks. For the fans, 1 week from today, you don't want to miss it, man. It's going to be great. It's going to be, I mean, I can't wait. I really can't wait because I get my shot at Don Carson, and that old mangly little redneck referee is going to be handcuffed to Brian Danzig at ringside. That's going to be perfect. I might even see if Brian wants to just hang out in the dressing room. Let's just handcuff him to a ring post. It don't matter to me. Either way, as long as he's out of my hair, then I ain't got nothing to worry about. Now, what's going on between the good old boy, Johnny Reb, and the militia, that I'm about as interested in that as I am in what's going on with my own match, to be honest with you. So, be there, check it out. Come up here and hang out with us all day at the TV station. I'm going to talk to Charles. You never know. I think we're supposed to take a commercial here in a little bit. But when we do, I may even ask him then. If we get enough people up here, I'd like to do the talk show outside. Get me one of those handheld mics, and let's just instead, you know, hey, we'll have the phone going, we'll have the mics going, we can talk to people out in the parking lot. I think it'll be awesome. I think it'll be super fantastic, and that's something I'd really like to try if we get enough people up here. If we ain't enough people up here, I'm just going to come in here and do it in the studio like I always do. Hello, you're on the air.
Diesel.
Yeah.
Why did they put that stupid rule up?
Huh?
Why did they put that up?
It ain't as much, you know, it's like I was saying a while ago. The AIWF they've kind of got a concern that people are steering away from the AIWF and they're wanting to talk about other things. They're wanting the AIWF to get more involved in everything, you know?
Yeah.
They're wanting people to talk more about the AIWF because this is AIWF. This ain't WCW, it ain't WWF, which, I mean, you know, I don't mind stretching the rule a little bit and talking about it every once in a while, okay? But I really think we can get by with making this a predominantly AIWF show. I mean, you know, if you got a question about WCW, maybe you want to call in and say, well, hey, Rick, do you think the NWO's got as good a chance against Flair and them as the militia does against good old boy and his crowd? You know what I'm saying? They just want to keep it more AIWF oriented. I mean, I'm sure you can understand that.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is the AIWF. And you know, like I said, we're going to start showing more stuff from the matches, more clips of action to give you more to talk about. I mean, I understand that it's really hard to talk about stuff that you don't see.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you see all this stuff going on with these other organizations, and that's what you know to talk about. And when you see, you know, just me sitting up here, it's hard to just talk about just me sitting up here. You know, so we're going to be getting some more clips and, you know, more stuff that's been going on and the AIWF news line and all this stuff. We're going to give you more stuff to talk about.
Hey, look, Rick.
Yeah.
Oh, how would you think something like that would work in the AWI, or like a new world order? Like somebody.
Well, to be honest with you,
I mean, do you think it's size enough to take it over? Like when somebody would come in from another.
I don't know. It's really hard to say because unlike, you know, what's going on down there in Atlanta,
yeah.
I just don't know if the guys in the AIWF could come.
Major attack.
Wait a minute. can't believe you're here, man.
Yeah, man.
Just give me a minute now.
They'll
They'll fix your stuff up. You ain't gonna believe who just walked in. This is cool.
I ain't gonna mess with it.
They'll get you fixed up, man. Look at this. They're panning the
Well,
camera
they
out and
here.
get you all out. That's all right. You just sit out there.
That's all right.
He needs his mic hooked up and everything. This is so cool.
This is further than the thing.
Y'all give me a minute. I'm trying to hook him up here. Mic 2. That's cool. Look here. Ha! Back in the saddle again.
Oh man, it feels like forever I've been up on here. Got my papers, just got them in the mail.
That's why
That's why I was late coming up here.
That's why they
Suspended from the AIWF for what, 3 weeks now? Feels like 3 months.
Yeah, but you're back.
Yeah, I'm back.
You've been reinstated. I love it.
But they said it's still iffy about the daggone boxing center, so I don't know.
Hey, well, this is a start,
This
man.
is a
I'm
start,
telling you, they
yeah.
need to get
said
you back
it
up
depends
our
on how I
boxing
do
center.
up here on television, how it's gonna go with the boxing center.
Well, you show them what it
That's
takes,
all right.
man.
That's all right.
You show them what it takes.
Season 1.
Hello, you're back on the air with me.
Yeah, I was sitting here listening to you talk to the other callers,
Uh-huh.
and I heard you say that you had guts.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Well, if you've got guts, then why did I see sparks flying from your heels the other weekend up at the racetrack when that little pipsqueak dude was on your heels?
Remember that redneck looking guy?
Oh, the big USDA prime redneck.
Yeah.
Now, if you will sit and really think about that whole video, and I wish they could dig it up and show it again. Me and him was nose to nose. I didn't back down from him. I mean, I went on about my business because you just don't understand the complications you can get into when a wrestler lays his hands on a fan. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you something.
Talking suspension, man.
Wrestler, like a female wrestler,
Uh-huh.
and some big broad come after me, I sure wouldn't be having sparks flying from my heels.
Well, I'm going to tell you. Now, if a fan lays their hands on you first,
If a fan lays their hands on me, I don't care fans, not fans.
that's what I'm saying. If a fan lays their hands on a wrestler first, then it's pretty much the fan's problem.
Self-defense.
Yeah, it's self-defense then.
Whatever goes, goes.
But as long as that guy kept his hands off of me, then there was nothing I could do to him because he's not a licensed professional wrestler, and you just don't understand I've seen guys' careers get totally ruined by that.
So basically what you're saying is if it's a fan that lays hands on you and they're not professional wrestlers, then you have to be trained to fight. And really it's nothing but a fake.
No, that's
Well,
not
if
what
they
I'm
get in the
saying.
ring-
I did not say nothing about trained. I said licensed.
Well,
The word trained never come out of my mouth.
If they get in the ring and they sign a match, they have to be trained. If they come up and they go to attack you, whatever goes,
If a
goes.
fan comes up and
That's a
lays
fight,
their
man.
hands
That's not
on you,
wrestling, man.
if a fan comes up and lays their hands on you in a forceful manner, then you can do pretty much everything but put them in the hospital, and you can even do that, I would say, and there's nothing they can do to you. See, when you get licensed to be a professional wrestler,
and you're trained. Right?
well, yeah, you have to be trained.
Right.
Hey, you have to be trained to work at Walmart.
Right, but
McDonald's,
basically
Arby's.
wrestling
Yeah, I
is
mean,
nothing
you
but
have to be
fake.
trained for any job you go into. That's
Right.
why they call it job training.
Well, exactly.
So what are you saying? People work at McDonald's are fake? They make fake hamburgers?
Well, I don't know if they make fake hamburgers
Well, I mean-
or not, but I imagine probably some of them probably spit on the hamburgers. But
They might do that.
Well, we
spit
might.
on people.
I've spit on people, but that don't mean
try to
that.
spit on people. We won't go
See, the
there.
thing about it is you got to be trained for any job you do.
right, you've got to be trained. But when you get into the ring with somebody, I mean, that is a fake. It's plain and simple. It's a fake. And basically, I mean, it doesn't matter if I was out somewhere, if I was a professional wrestler or not. Somebody come towards me, I sure as hell ain't gonna. I'm not gonna run from them. If I was a wrestler, if I was out of the ring and some redneck come up to me wanting to get it on, I'd be like, hey, I'm redneck fight too.
Well, and if you'll notice, most wrestlers do that. But the thing about it is the fan has to throw the first punch.
That's right.
If they don't, if the wrestler hits a fan first outside of the ring area, okay, then it becomes a court problem. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not got nothing to do with fake. It's not got nothing to do with being scared. It's got the fact of not wanting to get your butt sued.
But see, that wasn't a wrestler up there.
Exactly.
Right.
That's the thing about it. Now, if he had laid his hands on me in a forceful manner, I could have beat him into a bloody pulp and there wasn't nothing he could do.
Why
But
didn't
see,
you
he
just do
didn't.
that instead of run?
See, I can't. See, you're not getting the point. I can't do that on my own. If I had to just up and hit him first, then he could have sued me. You understand what I'm saying? It's got nothing to do with running. It's got nothing to do with being fake. It's all a matter of court and laws.
It's no wrestler fan when you get out there in that area. It's just.
I mean, two wrestlers can get in there. It don't matter. When they in, two wrestlers, two licensed wrestlers cannot sue each other. Period.
Right, but I mean.
But a fan, if a wrestler hits a fan first outside of the ring area, then that fan can sue that wrestler and take everything he's got. I don't care if you stand in the parking lot at Walmart, if a fan hits a wrestler first and the wrestler tears him a new butthole, then there's nothing that fan can do. He can't sue him legally, period.
Well, then what was the problem up at the racetrack?
The fan did not hit me. So I could not hit him, because if I did...
Because he couldn't catch you.
The thing about it is, I give him his chance. He didn't take it, so I walked away. That is what you have, by law, that is what a wrestler has to do.
No, you run away is what it was.
Well,
You ain't gonna win this conversation.
No, I ain't gonna win this conversation because she's not, she can't keep up with the conversation.
Keeping up pretty good. I understand.
Well, if you're keeping up so good, why have I got people standing in the background all back here going,
I can't see these people.
I can. Well, you can see this one. He's sitting here doing the same thing. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You're in a conversation that you don't know enough of the basics about that conversation to really have a complete discussion about it. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, you're seeing one side, you're seeing that I run away, and the thing about it is I didn't.
You don't know the whole story.
Exactly. You don't know the whole story, so it's really hard for you to have a complete argument about it.
I was there.
Okay.
And as far as just the stick man beside of you making little comments or making little eye comments, he ain't about nothing because I could break him like a twig.
Well,
and I ain't even
I don't hit women. You just
the thing about it is, if you was there, then you seen me get up in the big redneck's face. You seen me go nose to nose with him.
And I also seen you run.
You also seen me walk away when nothing happened. I could not hit him first. That's the thing about it. See, like I said, it's all legal matters, and you don't understand the concept of it, so that's okay.
That's breaking news.
All I know is that you did not walk. Plain and simple, I think this whole wrestling thing is a joke. And you're a joke, really.
Okay, well, I'm glad to have brightened up your day.
Well, you certainly did.
Thank you very much. You're welcome. God,
that hurt my feelings.
That hurt my head.
I'm going to cry over that one.
That was like, oh, man, that was like arguing with a stop sign that it really says go.
Hey.
Hello, you're on there.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
What's going on?
First of all, if you have any more dip callers like that have diarrhea de la boca, which is diarrhea of the mouth, baby, please cut them off. She just kept on and on and on.
She couldn't grasp onto the whole concept of what I was trying to tell her, could she?
Not kidding.
Sitting there trying to be nice to the lady, and she's like calling in and saying she's going to beat us up and stuff.
But,
I'm scared.
Well, see, I mean, I'm not trying to say that, that I'm not calling her an idiot. I'm not going to call her no bad names or anything. I'm just saying that the speed of the conversation was, the speed of that Corvette conversation was kind of outrunning her you-go mind. You know what I'm saying?
Basically, she just didn't have a clue.
Exactly.
Now, the Dynamo's got a few things on the agenda for today.
I'm listening, dude.
First of all, this going across here. The AIWF's trying to dictate what I talk about.
I don't agree with it. I'm going to tell you that right now.
I don't either.
I mean, I've been trying to take up for the AIWF. Yes, that's okay. I understand their point, but I also understand that a long time ago, the AIWF said, we are a wrestling fans organization. The wrestling fans are what counts. What they think is what counts. And that's a concept that I have been going on for a long time, and that's a concept that I agree with wholeheartedly.
Well, look what they did to me. I mean, they kicked me out for speaking my mind.
Yeah.
For 3 weeks.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening in the AIWF office.
Not just you.
Evidently,
they're cracking down, I believe.
They got a lot of you-go minds in this Corvette organization.
We need to get the commissioner back up here.
I'd like to get him back up here and ask him what's going on all this garbage.
They don't want us doing trivia or anything like that like we used to do in the old days.
I think what's going on at AIWF offices because this is not like them. This is really odd. What is happening here is strange. Because, I mean, for a year and a half, they've let us talk about whatever we wanted to. And now here all of a sudden they're... all of a sudden now they're sending down these new bylines and things. And personally, I don't completely agree with it. I really don't.
I think maybe some of the wrestlers are behind it because I've had some of them, I've heard that... Oh, okay. I heard they said some of the wrestlers were saying that they didn't like some of the...
on the TV.
They keep telling me to put my mic on, and I keep telling them it's falling off. Maybe it'll hang on there.
Ever since Don Carson got me in trouble, it seems like they're now listening to the other wrestlers, and they're bringing up their comments and what they don't want me to say, what they want me to say. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to say what I want to say.
Well, I can understand.
They can suspend me again.
I can understand that they want to make this...
Y'all just went off the air, man.
Oh, man.
There you are. You're back.
Okay.
What's up with that?
I can understand what... that they want to make this a predominantly AIWF show. That's great. There's no problem with that. But, I mean, give the fans a little leeway every now and then. There's nothing wrong with that. You know me, I've always been kind of a rebel type anyhow.
Right. I believe you need to slap Don Carson around a little bit.
I'm going to slap Don Carson around 1 week from tonight.
I tell you what, I don't like Don Carson, but I'm going to have to keep my cool around him, unfortunately. In fact, get this.
Well,
AIWF,
according to these papers right here, they say that
let me read this one little comment right here. AIWF says... If you do return to the boxing center, you will get in the ring and make a personal apology to Dangerous Don Carson in front of all the fans in Martinsville. I got to say this. I'll make an apology to him, but it's going to be on my terms and in my words. So if they want to play that kind of game, that's fine. I'm coming to AIWF. I'm trying to straighten up my act, but,
Apologize and then...
That's what they want. They want me to kiss Don Carson's tail in front of all the fans in Martinsville. It's basically what it comes down to. I'm not going to kiss his tail, but if that's what I got to do to get back in AIWF, I will apologize to him. But I tell you what, it'll be a big surprise to everybody there when I do. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Before I touch on a couple of things, AIWF, that's what I say. I will be at Fall Brawl also tomorrow.
I'll be there too.
Look for me. I may be wandering around the halls.
I'm trying to keep up with them. I don't know where
Let me ask you another question. I don't care if the AIWF says anything about it or not, but... is Lex Luger still supposed to be in War Games? Because that's why I'm going.
Supposed to be.
Yes, he's still going to be there.
All right. And I want to see him get a hold of Stinger and just crack him in half, and Hogan.
Rick,
okay.
The AIWF Motors just called and said Eddie's got to go. Said he can't be on anymore.
Look at that.
He's drawing the flies.
The bugs are coming in here.
Well,
they said what?
I don't care what they say. If Eddie wants to stay here, then they can fuss at me if they want to. Eddie, you sit right where you are. If AIWF don't like it, they can suspend me too, and that'll really cause a big stink.
I'll give them a spinning back kick if they don't like it.
That's right.
Exactly.
Let me ask you
I may not be at the boxing center after all.
You tell them what I said. You tell them what I said, and the fans said Eddie's butt's glued to the chair till 12 o'clock.
AIWF. You all better watch out for my man Steele. Butch Steele.
Butch Steele. Is he not huge?
He'll be there.
He's a trip,
He's in the main event.
That's my man. I know him, and I know that he will crush anyone that messes with him. And I may have to go up there to see them dominate next week.
Good, man. Be there.
Be there, man.
Come on down to the TV station, too. Everything's going to be cool down here all day long.
Hopefully I'll be there if I don't get suspended again.
That's next week, too?
Yeah, man. All day long right here at Cable 6 from starting 10 o'clock in the morning. It's going to be like a big convention. We're going to have NASCAR stuff, wrestling stuff. Wrestlers here all day long, man. You can hang out with them, get to know them.
I can deal with the wrestling, but that NASCAR's just got to go.
Hey, well, it's race week. We got to do something. Right now, we got to take a quick commercial. We'll be right back, man.
All right.
All right, coming September 21st to the Boxing Center right here in Martinsville, me, Rick Diesel, will take on Don Carson in the match that everybody has been waiting on. We're going to settle the score, Don Carson. Be there, baby, if you can stand the pain.
First off, fans, I have not robbed any banks. And Breckenridge, you and your group, you in trouble when me and Johnny gets to town. Take 3, Rick.
All right, coming September 21st, right here to Martinsville, Virginia at the Boxing Center. Oh, you don't want to miss this one. Big 6-man tag team match. Major Breckenridge, Major Havoc, and the Drill Sergeant Butch Steele. Oh, they're going to be in the ring against Johnny Reb, the good old boy Leroy McCoy, and a mystery partner that they will not even tell me about. So that's going to be a real mystery. You want to find out who it is? You want to find out who walks away with the victory in this one? Be there. With the good old boy and Major Breckenridge, it's all coming to a head on the 21st at the Boxing Center. Come on, fellas, give me a break here. 6-man tag match.
Let me at him.
I'm tired of it. Come on, fellas. Just get him. Listen, fellas, y'all need to try.
21st. You're mine.
Just go on, man. Stay back. Y'all settle it on the 21st at the Boxing Center, okay? The fans will be there. You don't want to do it like this with nobody watching. All right? If you want to take him out, you want to do it in front of a crowd, right? Be there, fans. You don't want to miss this.
Back. They splash that stuff.
I don't care if they're mad. Call up here. The AIWF is not happy with me again. Go figure.
You should never got that line where the AIWF can call directly in, because now they're getting this stuff on the air and stuff.
Who cares?
I don't know.
Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, man.
What's happening?
Not a whole lot. What's going on?
Oh, just sitting up here, kick back, relax, talking, trying to start up a big controversy if we can, whatever.
Controversy? I got a controversy for you. I know that big slob that's supposedly the good old boy Leroy McCoy.
Yeah?
I'll whoop him with one arm.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
You would do it, probably.
Well, I tell you what, I'm sure that he's got 3 guys coming into the Boxing Center next week who feels the same way, and we'll just have to wait and see.
I'd like to be in their corner just so I could see him get whooped.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, come on up there. You might see it.
Well, if I come up there, though, I'm going to have to whoop him myself.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
And, I ain't no licensed wrestler, as you call it, but I feel like I could whoop the good old boy.
Oh.
Emphasis on the word boy.
Ooh.
Personal challenge.
You know, I've noticed something. The good old boy, he's from Martinsville, but I ain't heard, I'd say it's kind of split with his fans and the people who don't like him that much. It's really hard to say.
Good old boy's making some enemies somewhere down the line.
Yeah, I know.
Has he ever done anything to you or anything personally? You just don't like him?
The good old boy is he's everybody's natural born enemy.
Oh, really?
Oh, easy.
Yeah, he's like a cat in a world full of dogs.
Oh, why's that?
He ain't been taking a lot of people's women and stuff or nothing, has he?
Who? Him?
Yeah!
Are you out of your mind? You got to be crazy, man.
Well, I didn't know if he
taking
might have
everybody's
been.
women?
I didn't know if he might have been, slipping around, taking some women away from some people or something.
I could whoop him like he ain't never been whooped.
Oh.
I see him over there, bobbing his big melon head.
Oh.
Hey,
Whoa! They can see him over there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Turn around, face camera when you're making them threats.
He said bring it on.
Yeah. It's
So
hard
what
to
gets
have
me is he told me a while ago that he had to leave.
It's hard to have a battle of wits with an unarmed person, but anyway.
Hey, I had to have one. Hey, I had to have a battle just like that a few minutes ago. So.
Hey, look at there. He's got Dunlap disease.
Oh no.
Well, he does.
I think you better look at yourself.
That's Dunlop. He hangs around a lot of racetracks.
Look, Diesel, I got to ask you something.
All right, man.
What's this you was about talking last week about, where Playgirl wanted to do that Shawn Michaels thing and stuff, and you said it's wanting you to?
I saw that.
What's up with that?
I don't know. Something else we can talk about.
Are they doing like a special homosexual issue?
Oh, listen now. He's saying that about me. He's talking bad about the good old boy. Yeah, evidently you must have took his woman for sure.
All right, man. We'll holler at y'all later.
All right, man.
We got some crazy calls coming in today.
Hello, you're on there.
Hey, Eddie.
What's going on?
You check that place out I told you about.
No, I ain't had a chance to run by there, man.
Take Diesel down there today while he's fooling around.
Yeah, I gotta get back to work here.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, that's why I've been working a lot. I've been working hard this week.
I got to get out here and go to Elkin, North Carolina.
He's
Oh,
right
yeah,
down
you're
there.
leaving now, ain't you?
The little boy was getting ready to leave us there.
But, yeah, I got to, personally, I got to head out for Elkin as soon as I get off air here. So.
You gonna be back? You gonna be up at the boxing center next week, buddy?
I'm going to try to, yeah. I'm going to try to, yeah. I want to see Diesel work old Don over pretty good.
Hey, what do you think about this situation where they're gonna make me apologize to Don Carson? What do you think about a bunch of crap?
Well, I'd say, well, I apologize to you, Don, but I ain't going to swear I'm not going to do it no more.
I apologize to the fans because I got out of line at night.
Well,
But Don Carson, I have a feeling he got out of line from what I heard when he went downstairs in the dressing room.
he was out of line to start with.
Maybe
he
I
was
was out of line, but he was out of line too. You know?
Me and Eddie had a long talk on the phone the other night, and I kind of see Eddie's point of view.
I was
but
out of line.
it may have a whole lot to do with the fact that I refuse to see Don Carson's
Have you
point of
have you
view.
had Don Carson once say that he was wrong in anything he's done?
I've never.
No.
I've known Don Carson for several years, and I've never known him to admit to being wrong.
Situation came
You're
down
right.
to this. I shouldn't challenge Don Carson because he probably would kick my teeth in because he is the heavyweight champion.
Well, he does weigh 300 pounds too.
But I just lost my cool. I got mad. I shouldn't have did it. But hey, I did it. AIWF come down hard on me. When have they ever come down hard on Don Carson? I really don't understand.
I think the AIWF is afraid of Don Carson.
I
Personally. That's just like this whole mess that's going on in the offices of AIWF right
don't
now.
talk
What
about
is happening up there? What has it got all these... I mean, the AIWF has
got a
never
whole- look at this book they
been
sent
the
me.
type of organization to be afraid
3 pages
of
there.
anything. They've never been afraid of anybody or anything. We've always had a bunch of hard noses in the offices of AIWF. All of a sudden, these hard noses are turning into, candy boys. You know what I'm saying? For something has really got them nervous. I don't know what it is, but I would like to find out, to be honest with
Like
you.
I said, I'll apologize to Don Carson next week at the Boxing Center, but I'm going to have a big surprise for him, for everybody there, because I will apologize to him, but it's going to be on my terms, and that's all I'm going to say about it.
I wouldn't kiss his foot while I was doing it.
Oh, I'm not going to, I don't plan on kissing his foot, but the AIWF, I do work for the AIWF.
Let him know that you still got to...
I got to do it, just like
in.
Rick worked for AIWF.
Exactly. That's the same problem I'm running into with this talk show. I work for the AIWF. They tell me how to do this talk show. I've got the personality to keep the talk show interesting, but I kind of have to do it by their rules, and that makes it kind of odd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Because I feel like they're tying my hands here, and it's really beginning to get kind of complicated. But
Yeah, and
we'll work it out.
They also said next week if I come to the Boxing Center on this paper, it says I've got to dress accordingly, which I guess means I can't wear something like I got on right now.
You look good in a little red bow tie and a black...
I'm wondering. It doesn't say exactly. It says dress. It says you got to dress, accordingly. I don't know what's accordingly means. Does that mean I have to put on the suit and tie again? Or?
I don't know, Eddie.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. Something, like I said, something is happening in the offices of AIWF. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to find
Like
out
I said,
because it's crapping my style, man.
I'm gonna find out what they're talking about between now and Boxing Center. So.
Rick, let me give you a tip here.
Lay it on me, bro.
All right. On the last match you had up there, Don Carson was wrestling Jack Anderson, right?
Yeah.
All right. Stardust is little sweetheart. You know who I'm talking about? One with great
Jake.
cowboy boots.
Jake Wheeler.
Yeah.
Cow
Jake Wheeler.
patty.
Big belt buckle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, now, Stardust dressed all his sweethearts up in cowboy boots, cowboy hats, and a great big belt buckle, so he can recognize from any angle he's coming from. So now, see, Stardust's little sweetheart, on 3 different occasions, he tripped Jack Anderson to where Don Carson could get the better of him.
Mm-hmm.
And on one occasion, he put a chair up in there for Don Carson to jam Jack Anderson's head into. So now he's going to do the same thing for you, so you better get your partner to be ready to take care of Stardust's little sweetheart.
Well, see, the thing about it is that's been took care of. You see, his little manager is going to be handcuffed to my partner.
Oh,
during that
that's
match.
it?
Yeah.
Good deal. You're a step ahead of me,
That's
Rick.
right.
Go for
That's
it.
one thing
We're gonna
AIWF did let him do.
He will be handcuffed to Brian Danzig throughout the match.
I didn't catch that part of it there. So we'll try to see you up there next Saturday night then.
All right, bro. Thanks a lot.
Make Eddie behave yourself.
I will.
All right. Hey, tell that good old boy if you leave some of these women alone around here, these old men won't be griping now.
There you go.
All right, man.
We'll talk to you later. We'll check out the building sometime.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. I like it. Hello, you on there?
What's up, Diesel?
What's going on?
You going to Winston-Salem tomorrow?
I'm on my way, man. Got to stop by Elkin tonight, but I'll be there tomorrow. I got to be there anyhow, so, you know.
We're going to have a whole wild crew up there. We're going to have AIWF
There'll be a
signs
whole
up.
bunch of AIWF
Everything.
people down there.
AIWF fans.
I'm going to be back and forth more or less because I got some stuff I got to discuss a few things with some people down there anyhow. So.
What about the Stinger?
Got the baby crying about
I'll
Stinger.
tell you, man, I don't know that much about him. I'm really, whatever he's doing, I don't care too much for it, and he just got me all upset.
It's been a franchise, right?
Yeah. Hey, I guess franchising himself out.
Well, that's it.
It don't make any
He
sense
ain't
to
had
me.
any title shots in about, what, 2 years?
It's been a while.
But think about it. How's he going to get title shot against Hulk Hogan if he's in the New World Order, too?
That's true.
I mean,
Hey, they tell me I got to take a commercial, man.
All right.
All right, thanks for calling.
take it easy,
We'll
man.
be right back. When they call me in,
You must watch your language.
I would like to say a word.
that's like when they called me in the office
Attack.
Tuesday. And they told me, I mean, you would not believe
Line one off the air.
you would not believe the stuff that they was telling me. I mean, they were just laying all this stuff down, man. It's one thing after another. Something has got them guys so wound up that I don't know.
I know what. One thing.
Something's got them spooked.
I'm not going to censor me.
Something's got them spooked. I don't know
I'll
what it
censor
is.
myself, but they ain't going to tell me what to do. So it's just going
Fight coming September 21st to the Boxing Center right here in Martinsville. Me, Rick Diesel, will take on Don Carson in the match that everybody has been waiting on. We're going to settle the score, Don Carson. Be there, baby, if you can stand the pain.
First off, fans, I have not robbed any banks. And Breckenridge, you and your group, you in trouble when me and Johnny gets to town. Take 3, Rick.
All right, coming September 21st right here to Martinsville, Virginia at the Boxing Center. Oh, you don't want to miss this one. Big 6-man tag team match. Major Breckenridge, Major Havoc, and the Drill Sergeant Butch Steele. Oh, they're going to be in the ring against Johnny Reb, the good old boy Leroy McCoy, and a mystery partner that they will not even tell me about. So that's going to be a real mystery. You want to find out who it is? You want to find out who walks away with a victory in this one? Be there.
With the good old boy and Major Breckenridge, it's all coming to a head on the 21st at the Boxing Center. Come on, fellas, give me a break here. 6-man tag match.
Let me at him.
I'm tired of it. Come on, fellas. Just get him. Listen, fellas, y'all need to try.
21st. You're mine.
Just go on, man. Stay back. Y'all settled on the 21st at the Boxing Center, okay? The fans will be there. You don't want to do it like this with nobody watching. All right? If you want to take him out, you want to do it in front of a crowd, right? Be there, fans. You don't want to miss this.
And we're back. Still
We're
got
back.
these stupid rules here. We was looking at them during the break.
Unbelievable. Hello, you're on there.
How's it going, Rick?
What's happening?
Where'd old big fat good old boy go to?
He actually left this time. I slipped on back there just before we come back on the air and look, see, and he's gone.
Good. He don't do nothing but pick on little kids anyway.
Oh, no.
Remember when I told you last week about my sister?
Okay, I remember that.
Yeah, you remember that? All right, well, let's see, it's about 3 or 4 years.
He told me that was 5 years ago and she was separated.
She was not separated. No.
Oh, my.
That's what he said. That's what he said. It was
No, it wasn't even 5 years ago because she's really my stepsister. And at the time, I didn't even 5 years ago. I didn't know her.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So, and there was a 12-year-old boy there that worked there.
No. I don't know if we want to talk about that or not now.
I don't even want to go there.
An good old boy hit him in the back of the head.
Oh, okay.
Way out cold.
Okay, thank God.
Scared me.
No, it wasn't nothing.
Oh, we're going to start calling him good old boy Leroy Michael McCoy Jackson.
You think you gonna beat old Don Carson?
I'm telling you, man, I'm getting pumped up for it. I'm getting ready. Actually, I'm leaving tomorrow night after Fall Brawl.
Yeah.
I'm going back I'm going out to L.A.
Cool.
For 3 days. I'm getting back to the old neighborhood from a long time ago. I'm getting back the attitude. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to get me an attitude that I need to beat Don Carson. I mean, I don't want to just beat Don Carson. I want to beat Don Carson. You know what I'm saying?
You don't just want to win the match. You want to just beat him.
Right. Winning don't mean nothing to me. Winning, I don't care about winning the match. His belt's not on the line. It's not a tag match. My belt's not on the line. This is a matter. It's kind of like the Sabu and Rob Bandit. Yes, a matter of pride. It's a matter of respect. You might want to call it, stealing an ECW phrase there for just a second. It's a matter of respect. He ain't got no respect. It's time somebody taught him something.
It look better on you if you beat him, though, because he's a world champion.
Well, I plan on winning the match.
Yeah. Well,
I hope he does. I mean, I'm trying to be unbiased, but I tell you what, after all the AIWFs let him get away with and the way they've come down on me.
Well, that woman that called in a while ago, y'all shouldn't even listen to her. She's so bad she'd be
I
in the
didn't
ring
listen to
anyway.
her. I was just sitting back.
Like I said, she was having a hard time. This Corvette conversation was a little too fast for her Yugo mind, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, she can't comprehend your wave path.
Exactly, man.
She's a couple beers shy of a six-pack.
Honda trying to be a Harley.
That's it, man.
Yeah, she ain't tough. If she was, like I said, she'd be in the ring.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll talk to y'all fellas later. Y'all have a good one.
Thanks a lot, man. Hello, you're on the air.
Dynamo had to call again. I got two things for you before you go off the air.
All right, man.
I'm going to have to come up and talk to y'all and get in the AIWF and take that lightweight championship belt.
I'll tell you what, that belt, we'll find out 1 week from tonight who the new champion is. Now, a lot of you may not know, Jammer, who never made an effort to come up here to Martinsville, okay? And if he had been, he could come up here and defended that lightweight belt, and they wouldn't have took it away from him.
That's something else that's in here, too.
They stripped Jammer of the lightweight title. All right, it's up for grabs. Next week at the Boxing Center, Chris Wyndham and King Cobra will meet right over here at the Boxing Center to determine a new lightweight champion. So, if you're interested in that lightweight belt, that's the match to be interested in.
Have you noticed something else? Speaking of that, I've been talking to AIWF. I've been training and stuff, wanting to wrestle part-time. Not full-time. I'm not giving up the announcement. AIWF is kind of like, well, we don't want to let you do that, Martinsville. So now they're coming down with this, and that's in here too. So, I mean, I understand where they're coming from, but it's just getting ridiculous.
I don't know. We'll find out. These are the days of our lives at the AIWF. I want to know what's happening in the offices to get them all so damn wimpy. This is what I'm worried about.
It's hard to tell.
I don't know.
King Cobra, best watch out in case I do join that organization. Second of all,
come on down, man.
Championship, September 20th.
Ultimate?
The Ultimate Fighting Champion.
Where's this at?
I can't remember where it's going to be held.
Probably Colorado. That's about the only place that'll let them have them anymore.
Tank App's going back in there. But did you see the last one?
I missed the last one.
Guy that won it, guess where he's from?
Where's he from?
Ohio State.
Yeah,
my boy.
I know you're proud of that.
That's right. You don't mess with them. But you watch it. It's going to be good.
All right, man.
All right.
Take it easy, man.
That's cool. Hello, you're on there.
Hey, Rick.
Yay.
If you did go to WCW, who would be your dream tag team partner?
If I went to the WCW, my dream would be to replace Mongo McMichaels in the Four Horsemen.
I figured that's what you'd say.
Yeah.
But I had to ask you a question. Expect your answer to be yes, but I don't know. If the NWO offered you like $1 million, would you go and turn on WCW?
$1 million?
Oh, who can turn down $1 million, man? I mean, come on. Of course.
I'd let them beat me up for $1 million.
Exactly.
All right.
All right.
Say Dash.
All right, man.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
$1 million.
Hello, you on there?
Hey, say Rick.
What's happening?
I'm just Rick Burnett, Cool Stuff Production, IWA. How you doing?
What's happening, dude?
Not much.
How's everything going down there now that you sort of how can I say this?
Yeah.
Switch ships. I don't know. I don't want to say you jump ship. I just want to say maybe you come into port and hooked up another ride. How's it going?
It's going real well. I wanted to answer a few questions that a caller called in and put to you. One, I was with Wahoo years and years ago when he broke that boy's nose down in Greensboro. You were right. You cannot hit a fan. A fan assaults you, you got the right to go to their tail.
Right.
Exactly.
And I can't see you running from nobody, so, you know, that girl can hang that crap up.
Exactly.
Another rule that y'all got going I really don't like, because I like the AIWF, but you were real informative about keeping everybody aware of what was going on in wrestling. So, you know, I thought it was pretty cool where you were telling what was going on, you know.
I agree with you.
I agree with that.
I do.
I mean, your show is a wrestling show, an informative show, and you should, that right there, that's... And now, who's AIWF? Is that Carson's crap? Or they just can't spell?
I think they just can't spell.
Can't spell.
Okay. But, and this Carson dude, you know, if we weren't in Greensboro, I mean, in Winston, the 21st ourselves, I'd love to be up there to watch you put a little end to Mr. Carson here, but...
Well, he got me suspended, so...
Yeah.
He's
I
powerful.
believe you could probably take him, Eddie.
Yeah, I'll tell you, man, it's going to be interesting. The match with Carson's going to be interesting. To be honest with you, me and Don Carson has never actually locked up in a match in the ring yet.
Yeah, well, this probably be his last time, too. But, you know, the fans ought to realize they don't think this is real. Sign an agreement where there's no liability, crawling in the ring, and let the guys show them what's real and not what's not
I'll
real.
tell you what.
Have you noticed that everybody that's ever called in and said it's real, I'll ask them, say, well, have you ever wrestled? Does they get the same answer every time? No.
I've been in the ring. I know it hurts. I hurt for 3 weeks after Breckenridge got through with me.
Yeah,
it hurt.
These people don't realize, you know, they think it's all TV and all that. It's just that the TV's what brings it to them.
Exactly.
It's just like it brings football, it brings baseball. You know, it is a sport, but it's a true sport. It's probably one of the truest sports there is.
Exactly.
And, you know, I just want you to know, hey, IWA, Cool Stuff Production, we support you all the way. Hope you're the best over there. And if we weren't out of town, we'd be over there right with you.
All right, thanks a lot, man.
Hey, bud, y'all have a good day.
All right, you too. That's all the time we got for today. Clock's winding down.
Talk more about this next week.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that next week. Next week's going to be interesting all day long for the fans. Be here at Cable 6 all day long. Be at the Boxing Center next Saturday night, 8 o'clock. You don't want to miss none of it. Keep it right here on Cable 6. More information coming at you. We'll see you next week.
Maybe talk to the wrestlers about this.